It's time for a little hiking and some Japanese sake, some nihonshu. So I am out in the Kuju area. It's the tallest mountain range on the island of Kyushu. And there is a mountain lodge in the middle, in the center of the mountain range that can only be accessed by foot. And there's the mountain range over there. We're going to be hiking over those mountains and down into a valley and to the lodge. Let me show you a map here. So this is the Kuju region. Let's see. We are right here, and there is a lodge there in the middle of the mountain range right there. So there's a ring of mountains and a lodge in the middle. Now this lodge is very amazing, special for a couple reasons. One, like I said, you have to hike into it. Also, it has a hot spring. There's a hot spring in there with some really good sulfurous water. And even though it's in the middle of a mountain range with no power lines going to it, there are vending machines, spectacular beer vending machines. So you can go, you can hike in. It's about a 3-hour hike in, pop a couple quarters or hyaku 100 yen coins into the machine and crack open a cold one. Okay, it is time to head out. So here's the start of our trail, and let's see, let me look at my watch. It is 12:20, so it's about a 3-hour hike. We should be getting there at around 3:20. Oh yeah, I mentioned sake. So this lodge has events throughout the year, and today they have a sake event. So you hike in the evening, there's a nice dinner that they provide, and they have a sake event. They bust open a couple casks, a couple bottle of sake, and everybody boozes out there in the middle of the mountains, and then goes to sleep and hikes out the next day. Well, let's get this hike started. As you can see, there is some snow over there. I was expecting it to be snowless out here since it's been rather warm this February, but there's some snow in the mountains. So once we cross over these mountains here into the valley, I think we're going to see a lot of snow. Okay, here is a more detailed map. We are, so here's where we parked. Chojabaru is the name of this kind of grassy field area with the parking lot. So Chojabaru, and then we are hiking yeah, down over here to the onsen, Hokkein Onsen, or Hokkein Sanso Onsen. Hokkein Onsen is the name of the onsen in the mountain inn. So yeah, about 3 hours in, or if we're going fast at 2.5 hours. Yeah, no volcanic alerts today, I believe. We are just hitting the snow line. One of the nice things about this hike is that it goes through natural forests. The island of Kyushu has a lot of logging, and there are a lot of monoculture forests, just pine tree forests, which are not very interesting to hike through. So hikes like this where you cannot see pine trees, straight as a pole pine trees, these kind of hikes are quite rare actually. It's probably different up in northern eastern Japan, but down in Kyushu here, this hike is a real treasure. As I said before, this is about a 3-hour hike in. It's not a very difficult hike. It goes up, like right now we're climbing, but it's not too hard. It's actually really pleasant to do in the winter time because all of these rocks are covered up with snow, so it makes for a very smooth path. In the summertime it's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more dangerous. You could maybe roll an ankle, but as far as hikes go, it's not too bad. It's not flat, but I wouldn't call it a very difficult hike. So I think we have finally made it to the peak. Now it's going to be flat for a while, and then we will descend down into the valley where the lodge is. It doesn't mean we're close. We've got about 2 hours to go, maybe hour 45. So we are pretty much at the halfway point. There's this little rest area here and break area, and that's where we started, and we've gone to here, and here's the onsen lodge. So about halfway there, and it is 2 o'clock, so I guess we're doing all right. Pretty average time. Yeah, it's starting to get a little white out up here. Got some snow blowing, which is fantastic. I'm pretty confident it won't be snowing hard enough that I'll wish I'd brought some waterproof gear. I've just got my fleece clothes on, but I think it's not going to get too crazy, and it's not too warm, so even if it does snow a bit, I think it'll just stick to our clothes and freeze. These raised paths might not make a whole lot of sense right now, but in the spring, yeah, these paths are definitely necessary just above the high water mark of this mountaintop pond. So the name of this, I believe, is Ame ga Ike. Ike means pond in Japanese. That's the kanji for rain, rain pond, so the rainy pond. Yeah, today it's more like the snowy pond. All right, so we are definitely at the highest point during this hike. Clearly today we're not hiking up to any of the mountain passes, well, the mountain tops that circle this area. But yep, so this is the top of the ridge, and from here it's all downhill, more or less. One of the best things about hiking this trail in the wintertime, not only is stuff flat because snow is covering up a lot of rocks, but as long as it's cold enough, it's not muddy. This area where I'm walking right now, this is usually just a mud pit. And yeah, whatever shoes you bring hiking in the spring or summer are gonna just be piles of mud by the time you get to the mountain lodge. And just so soppy. And there's some really bad spots where the mud is really deep. I mean, it's still worth doing in the spring or summer, but it definitely makes the hike a little less fun dealing with the mud, at least in this section up towards the top. Right now, this is heavenly. Speak of the devil, there I go, jinxing myself. There is some of that mud, pesky mud. I believe there are a couple creeks around here, that's probably why. It's a little juicy right there. All right, back to frozen ground. Thank you very much. This ice is so chunky. It's almost like hail, but it's not. It's little chunky snowballs. I've never seen snow like this. It's not melting at all. It's not wet, but it's not a hard ball like hail either. It's it's fantastic. I'm sure there's a name for this kind of weather condition, this kind of snow. Look at that. Usually sunshine. Oh, good job. Usually sunshine is the ideal condition for any kind of outdoor activities, really. But when it comes to winter hiking, I would take clouds and snow and cold any day over sunshine and thawing ground. This is fantastic. Here is our one creek crossing. I think this is the main creek crossing. Woo, can we do it? Oh yeah. Not totally frozen. It wasn't super cold last night. Yeah. Oh, this snow reminds me of those little frozen ice cream balls. I forget the name of that ice cream. Little tiny frozen ice cream balls, but this is just like that. Nature's version. Yeah. All right. So here's where the big descent starts. We'll be winding our way down the side of this ridge, and then we'll be walking through that valley down there around the corner. The lodge is the lodge is on the other side of this ridge line here. Okay, probably got about another hour or so, and then I'm gonna crack into a vending machine provided beer out here in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of the tallest mountain range in Kyushu. Gonna throw 300 yen in a vending machine and drink me some lager. Yeah. This descent is smooth sailing with this nice layer of snow. It's so good, just bombing down this. I wonder what kind of sake, nihonshu, or what kind of sake they will have for us tonight. Last year, one of the main providers of the sake was from Saga Prefecture, which is quite a ways north. Saga is on this island. Kyushu is not really known for its nihonshu, but there are some pretty decent nihonshu distilleries, breweries. Anywho, yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to be serving up tonight. So as I had mentioned before, the mountain lodge is located in a valley tucked in the middle of a circular mountain range, and the peaks that make up this mountain range, all of them are impressive mountains, around 1,500 meters tall to 1,700 and something meters tall. Maybe not impressive for, you know, the Himalayas or somewhere in Europe or even northern Japan, but for Kyushu, it's pretty impressive. But just how it's formed, this ring of mountains, just all around here, and there are trails going up to all of these mountains, and then yeah, tucked back in the corner is the inn that we're going to. So it's a really neat place. Amazing what Mother Nature provides. Okay, here is the service road that we'll be hiking on to get to the lodge. As you can see, this does get used. I like to say that this place is only accessible by foot to romanticize it a bit. It is a slight exaggeration. This inn does have some impressive amenities, and in order to provide them, clearly they need some car access. So this is a private road that they use. They drive their van on this. I do think you can also pay to be driven in if you're staying the night at the inn, at the lodge. I've never seen anybody driven in, but I think you can pay to be driven in. I've also never actually seen a car driving on this, though clearly somebody's been driving on it today. So not 100% pure nature, but not going to complain, pretty close. So we are getting there. Over there on the left are some cabins that you can rent out, some bungalows. I've actually stayed there once in the winter time. It was a very cold affair, but fun. And just to the right, you can see the edge of the lodge. So I'm just a little farther. And there she is. That is the mountain lodge, tucked up in the end of the valley. If you can see, this creek is steaming a bit, and it's there's a lot of orange minerals on the rocks. That's because this is onsen water. So some of what's pouring out here is coming from the hot spring bath, which is right up there. Oh, we have some campers, some brave souls. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so first order of business, check in, and elevation 1,303 meters, this inn. So first order of business, check in, and then get into the rooms, change, get the hot spring bag and towel ready, hop into the hot spring. It's always good if you get here early. It's 3:15. If you get here early, you should always head to the hot spring first because there won't be too many people. The later it gets, the busier the hot spring gets. And after the hot spring, I'll have myself some beer and then relax. Okay. Okay, I got my indoor Columbia slippers. Got the hiking shoes in the tray, and let's go find the room. Okay, yo. There we go. I believe we're down here. Ah. Lovely wood lodge. Here's the restrooms. Free-flowing mountain stream water that never stops. Super delicious. This water is good. Okay. I think we're on the second floor. Ay. 27, 26, that's us. So the shoes go by the door, and this is us. Ah, we got one of the VIP rooms on the corner. Nice. Yes. Oh. So we made our reservations quite a while ago. Months and months ago, which is why we got a corner one. Also, we have a door with a lock. You don't get a key for it, but when you're inside, you can lock it. If you want that kind of security, I guess. All of the other rooms in this place. This one's open still. So all of the other rooms are sliding doors. No lock on the inside or the outside, so you can't lock the rooms. Not an issue. People that come here are a certain type of individual, a good kind. So I've been here many times. I've never. Usually we don't stay in the fancy room with the door, but for the sake events, we do try to get this room, just because. Oh, we get a space heater. If you stay in any of the other ones, there's no heater. So the fancy rooms at the door also have a heater. All right, so this is our room. It's time to get ready for a hot spring and then get some of that beer. Yay! As I was about to step out to go to the hot spring, I noticed somebody has right outside our door plugged in a phone, and it's just sitting here charging. That is how cool Japan is. Nobody's going to take that. Well, I'll knock on wood for their sake, but it's a great place. Great place. I am on my way down to the vending machines, but I thought I'd show this. This is a neat little spot. You can hang out here, enjoy the view. Not much of a view now, but hang out here, enjoy the view, drink, relax. Open till 10 at night. Okay. Beer, beer, beer. It's always tough which one to get. Okay. We have Tall Boy Premium Malts. Ooh, yeah, beast. I'm a huge fan of that. The caboose is good for those that like a punch. 8% here. Nice way to start the day. Oh boy. I've never seen this melon, one cantaloupe. Only 3%. There's one more machine. We'll check out the other machine. Somebody is using it right now. It has opened up and the selection is even better. All right, we have the Tall Boy, this premium malts, which is really good. And they've also got the Ao Oni, which is a craft beer. It's an Indian IPA. No, IPA. The Kabosu highball also, and the Spring Valley coins have been extracted. All right. So the Spring Valley is going for 400 yen. Some people might call that a markup, but in the supermarket, I'm pretty sure that's about 260. And we're in the middle of nowhere, so come on, this is cheap. Okay, I'll see you up top. I am in the Shokudo canteen, cafeteria, communal area, and I was told by a very friendly guest that my table is right here. So it's time to set up perfect setting. Nobody else will be in my videos since I'm kind of at the front. So we got the beer. We have some snacks, some shrimp, some salami, some peanuts, and I brought in some cups. The beer is nice. The cold can is not so nice. This is the first year I've ever brought cups up. Usually I don't bring cups, but the cold beer just isn't so nice in the hands. And a little knife for cutting salami up. Oh, one more thing. It's quite cold in the communal area, so where everybody eats and drinks, they don't really heat it, so everybody is usually well dressed. I'm not going to be winning any fashion prizes. I have my down pants and jacket. Yeah, so I didn't hike in these clothes. These are all stuffed in a pouch. These clothes would be too hot for the hike. But yeah, if you come on out in the winter time, bring some warm clothes for in the lodge, because it's cold and it gets only colder. Okay. You hear that? They're playing cards over there. Oh, hello. Yes, nonde mas. I met him in the onsen, very friendly fellow. The hot spring, onsen hot spring. Cheers. Beer never tastes this good in the city, let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna get the food all ready, cut up some salami, drink my beer, and I'll check in later. So it might be a disservice to this lodge not to show the other things that they have. So the check-in area is over there, and on the back side they've got more stuff for sale. Even wine and shochu and lots of snacks. And here's the menu. Draft beer, 700 yen. Middle of the mountains, draft beer. Yeah. You can get a highball, sake, nihonshu, and yeah, shochu. Yeah, so they've got lots of drinks to be had. Oh! They had this last year, $7.50, quite pricey. But this is some locally brewed beer. Taketa City, which is the neighboring city, the closest city to here. This is some of their beer. Really good. Worth the $7.50. Yeah, fantastic place. A little update, an important one. So I just had to run back to the room to get a new battery for the GoPro, and I was given a key on the way. So if you do pay for the like 2,000 yen extra, not very much, if you pay for the fancy room, you do get a key. So right now I'm going from the area where the rooms are over to the canteen. And so in Japan, it's important to have space where you can have outdoor shoes and indoor shoes. So this little raised walkway is how yeah, you get from the dormitory area to the cafeteria. Ooh. Oh, it's chilly out. Yeah. Oh, there's a vehicle. All right. Alright. The food has arrived. So this is the first course. Yeah. A little bit of this. Ooh, some good drinking food. Some pickled stuff. Some of that. And some of that. Lovely. Mmm. まだ飲まないでくださいね。はい。天ラブリも今日チョコです。来年も使うので持って帰らないで。We are getting some booze. The first alcohol of the sake event. So, since we're getting started, I have my sake boshi, the Japanese kanji on here. The kanji is sake shu, handmade. I think we're going to have a cheers of a kanpai. それでは乾杯を写真の方に向かいまして、これ秋田の満作の花というお酒です。九十連山で一番最初に咲く花は何ですか？はい、ありがとうございます。満作の花が咲くとやっと九十にも長い冬にまた今日も楽しいお酒が飲めますように。乾杯！
ちなみに酒タイムというサイトがありますけども、この秋田の満作の花、5ポイント中 4.15 ポイントで第86位ですね。
Round 2 has just arrived. I feel like last year the cups were not this big. These are pretty big this year. So good. We are in the middle of the mountains, so can't drink too much because I don't want to hike out with a hangover. So let's have fun, but be careful. We're at the stage where it's okay to go and get a refill. Get them. So right now the kind lady who gave us our hats, who works here, is walking around with a beaker full of sake and filling up people's glasses. Yeah, drinking from the beaker. Okay, so what the master, he's the master, what he's doing is every time he fills us up with a new booze, some more drink, he puts the bottle over on a table. So let's go check that out real quick. Alright, so far we've all gone through these bottles. Lovely. I would just like to comment that the pace that they're bringing the sake out this year is almost frightening. The last couple of years, the last 4 times we've been, I feel like the tempo hasn't been so intense. So, more dainiki. I know. So the hors d'oeuvres for pairing with the sake have arrived. That looks quite good. I bet that's some wild meat and also some wild meat. Probably deer or wild boar. And he's trying to serve more alcohol. So in previous years, it was like a slower pace, smaller glasses half the size, and now they must have prepared a lot of alcohol this year. It's only 6:30. We've got 2 hours of drinking to go. It's gonna be crazy. So she's explaining all of this. Everybody seems impressed. So we have our next drink from Saga Prefecture. These are the cups I remember. So they started big. They satiated our thirst, some big boys to begin with. And now we're easing into a steady course that we can maintain to the end. So good. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, domo domo.
No.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
You're
thank you.
welcome.
Oh, sumimasen. It's just silly. A new dish has just come out. This is deer sukiyaki. Sukiyaki. Deer sukiyaki. Oh, by the way, a little update. So this is deer. This is mushroom. This is kumquat. And yes. More. Apparently they're giving out free mushrooms. This thing, there's refills. Oh, thank you. Toyobiji itadakimasu. It's endless. Endless. Oh, it's so good. Anybody that can go to this event that doesn't, just silly nonsense. Left and right, people keep opening up bottles of alcohol that they brought. I'm at a loss. I'm drinking what they're serving, and it's more than I can handle. Look at this. This guy's. Somebody just cracked open a bottle of something spicy, and oh my god. There's going to be a lot of lethargic looking hikers tomorrow on the trail going back to the trailhead. Yeah. The ladies love this drink. This is not Pepto-Bismol. This is the opposite as far as helping your stomach goes. This is pink sake, pink nihonshu. I've never seen this before. Apparently it pairs well with chocolate. It's pretty good. And he's busting open another bottle. The person who has come from the farthest away have been asked to give a speech.
あと山に関してもやっぱ長野北アルプスも近いですし、アクセスは山に関してはアクセスは結構いいかな。あと日本酒が美味しいです。
Lovely speech. 5 out of 5. I'm sure this gets old, but a little update. A very cloudy party fell. A very cloudy nihonshu sake. It's a very young sake. It has a little bit of a carbonation to it. Fantastic. So apparently we have gone through. These are big boys. These are big boys. We have gone through all of these. And I think the ruckus is evidence of how much we have imbibed. There are so many amazing mountain lodges in Japan with onsens and whatnot. We can go hiking and do an onsen and relax, but I could be wrong. But I have never seen on television or any magazine anything where people get this smashed out in the middle of nowhere. Why, and why?
はい、では、次は福岡の炭酸水ですね。炭酸水。
The locals are just passing it out.
北谷の炭酸水を
Oh, いただきます。はい。ありがとう、ショコト。テーブル順番に回ってください。ちゃっちゃ行ってくださいよ。It's prize time. 1位出た人だけ残ってください。さあ、1番どうぞ。I don't know what's happening.
あんまり飛ばないでね。
We have a winner. Apparently one is the one you want. All of the people that rolled a 1 are standing up. Ten people are standing up. There are 10 prizes. Perfect. Rock, paper, scissors.
最初はグー、じゃんけん。じゃあ、この6人でもう3個あげちゃいましょう。じゃあ、この中で3人に絞りたいです。はい、この感じが私がじゃんけんしましょう。いいですか？長谷さん、じゃんけんわかりますか？いきますよ。最初はグー、じゃんけん、はい。グー2人。じゃあ、T シャツと帽子とどっちがいいですか？ T シャツ赤と黒とどっちがいいですか？はい。
It's funny because his t-shirt says alcohol and he's been drinking the most tonight out of anybody in this room. So right now they're passing out little poppers. So in Japanese fashion, we're gonna have a little ceremonious closing ceremony. Popper! Whoa! Aye aye! He's an early shooter.
日にちは変わるかもしれませんけど、また来年この席でお会いしましょう。ありがとうございました。
So, it looks like we are officially done with the night's festivities. It is 8:38 p.m. It's been a fantastic evening. I don't know what he's talking about. Not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just... So we are officially done for the evening. Oh, he's busting out the last bottle. I don't need any more, but I mean, you just gotta go with the flow sometimes. So, looks good, yeah. Oh. Well, it looks like I spoke too soon. There is more to be drunk. Anywho, I'll be checking in later, but let me just say, check out this event. It is, well, check it out after I have gotten a room reserved. It is fantastic. So good. A good summation of the evening. We have all the bottles and some traditional performance. Good morning. It is the morning at 7 a.m. right now. That's when breakfast is served, so we're about to head downstairs and eat. We had a nice sleep. Even though it's minus in the room right now, negative temperatures, the blankets that they provided, the bedding, was perfect. So we slept well. Let's see, we have frozen condensation on the window, so it's definitely cold. And yeah, a wintry day. Ooh, that is some brisk, crisp air. Okay, breakfast time. A nice, healthy Japanese breakfast. I need this. The miso soup is going to be so good. Raw egg to put over the rice. Yeah. I don't know how my stomach is going to handle a raw egg, but let's do it. Show you, I guess. Yummy. So there is a thermometer out here. This is in Celsius, and it is about -5. -5, yeah, it's a cold one. I think we're going to need our crampons today. Going down, it might be a bit icy. Oh, but it's gonna be nice. Well, we finished breakfast. It is 10 and we've just finished packing up, making the beds because, well, in Japan that's what you do. And also checkout time is 9. It's probably not a popular checkout time with most people that go drinking the night before. Anyway, yeah, so we are about to check out and go hike down the mountain. It has been a yeah, good one. Well, the trip is pretty much done, or well, we have checked out of the lodge. Ooh, some sunshine. This is a awesome experience coming out to this lodge. The hike is good. Well, it's fantastic. The sake event is amazing, and so many friendly people from all over Kyushu and Japan. It's a great place to meet people, make new friends. Yeah, I really recommend to anyone that has the chance to come out and do this. Even if it's not for the sake event, just hike out here for a day hike, or if you can, for an overnight hike. It's so fantastic. A really beautiful place. All right, well, until next time.